me, Nick, and welcome back to the Lucky Shot 13 channel. I am standing here today with some steak in hand and not much else. Not much else at all, except for an elytra. Yeah. So, the other day, I decided to hop on here with Kuya, and we were going to fight the dragon, right? A few times, so we could have some multiple elytra, since both of us are kind of danger prone, especially me. And while the first dragon fight went incredibly well, the other times fighting the dragon were terrible. It was awful. I died and I died and I died, and then I couldn't get back to my stuff, and then finally I get back to my stuff just to get hit by the dragon and knocked off into the void and lost all my stuff. So luckily Iron Pine helped me out with an elytra, and then I come over here after I get a message from Kuya that he left me a gift in my construction trailer, which is not totally completed yet, and that he left me something for helping out with the dragon fight. And it's this: mending boots, mending leggings, mending helmet, mending chest plate, mending sword, mending bow, an efficiency 4 axe, an unbreaking 3 shovel, and then an unbreaking 3 efficiency 5 silk touch mending diamond pick. Yeah, yeah. Only Muni Rider can sum up what this is like for me. So I'm going to let Muni Rider say what I'm thinking, and then bring it out back. I do have to apologize here at the start for my voice. It is just all sorts of awful right now. I am still battling a cold or something. Some sort of illness from another dimension. That makes me terribly, terribly sick, and I forgot what I was even bringing up here. But yeah, this will give me the perfect opportunity to actually show you the crane from a distance, but I didn't plan it that way. Anyway, let's drop back down here. So yeah, that plan still stands. I had done just a little bit more work to the crane, off camera, working now on the supporting lines, I guess that you would say would actually hold the boom of the crane, and the power box would actually hold it up, and you can see that's represented by the coal blocks there. Oh, it looks like my stair didn't go in quite right because it's not facing the right direction. I'll have to fix that. Okay. Anyway, before we get too distracted and we don't end up finishing something, let's grab our coal blocks. We can throw that there. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. So, probably need some more dirt too. No, there's no more dirt. Gravel. 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 Only 3. Darn it. Ah. Blast it all. Blast it all. Lever. Yes. Wood. Yes. Okay. Anyway, before we continue to get too distracted, quickly to the bunker. But yeah. So we are finishing up the suspension lines on the crane. And then we'll get to work on the crater. So yeah, not a whole lot has happened since I have been away from recording for a little while. I actually started a new job, actually due to some complications with my health. I was actually not able to keep the other job that I had told y'all about on camera, which is unfortunate, but you know, it happens. That's the kind of stuff that happens with life. Sometimes, you know, things don't always work out the way they plan it, but I've already gotten a new job which I've started, which actually runs on a little better shift for recording YouTube, so that is, you know, a blessing in disguise, if you will. But yeah, let's put our walls back. You can see that all fits up nicely. I think that is going to look really good. I don't think I have near enough dirt blocks with me to complete the pattern here with the cobblestone walls going up. Or maybe it could already... No. No. Okay, see, this whole side is not done. But if that one's at the very top, let's see how many we can reach here. I think 1, 2... There? Yeah. 1, 2 there. Okay, let's come down. Cool, so I can actually reach it from here. Neat. Neat, neat. But yeah, I am... Oh, and then we got that there. Okay. I am super excited about how everything is coming together here on the server. For me, it has been working out wonderfully. The crater's looking better than I ever could have imagined whenever I started. The crane, I think, looks great. It's just a bunch of different pieces from a bunch of different people that I've seen and that I've built on other worlds. So it's a mixture of my design and a bunch of other people's designs. Too many to really go into. And I am a dork because I didn't even check that. What happened to the rest of my dirt? Sheesh. What a shame. Okay, fine. Cold blocks it is. But yeah, everything is turning out even better than I thought it would whenever I started working on everything, which is magnificent. I feel extremely privileged and lucky to play on a server with a bunch of other very creative and talented Minecrafters. Even though a bunch of us are smaller and, you know, we haven't been doing YouTube for a long time, or, you know, we don't have a bunch of subscribers, I still feel like these guys are some really, really high quality Minecrafters. And I feel very fortunate in that way. So yeah, without rambling on too much about that. Okay, now that I've scatterbrained myself to this again, since I completely forgot that I was supposed to be building up this side as well. Okay, so these are sort of supporting this additional tower here, right? So that if the crane were ever needed to be raised up, it would be raised along this guiding rod that's going up, similar to how it is on the bottom, right? And these are sort of supporting and holding up this additional tower, and linked to this tower are, of course, these large suspension lines. Now, my plan for this was to quickly craft up a seat. Yeah, I know, the jungle wood's not going to look good. I'm not going to leave the jungle wood. I'm going to demo it this way. Oh, no. Sheesh. Crafting tables with a pickaxe. Gross. So, anyway. This was sort of my plan, right? Is that... Oh, one block too far. Okay. So, for example, we could put this lever here. And then we could set this like this. And then you have... if you will, well, it's not actually tall enough for us to get up on there, right? But you could, in theory, sit in the chair, and then this is kind of like a joystick, you know what I mean? Like, which I think is kind of cool. It's like you could move that joystick, you know what I mean? Push it forward, backwards, and then you could control what you see out here on the end of the crane, which brings us to the next part of the crane that we need to build. I wonder, can I put like a little, like a corner seat in here, and it look okay? Like a couch? Yeah, nice. Nice, nice. So yeah, so let's get down here. Please don't tell me I left the scaffolding. Okay, good. Phew. I brought all the dirt with me. Which gives me the perfect excuse. Ah, crap, skeleton, and I do not have my bow. Oh, yes, I do. I don't have any arrows. I wonder, sneak by him just to get some arrows just to shoot the skeleton. Yep. Shoo. Shoo. Oh, get wrecked. I'm getting wrecked. Sheesh. So here we go. This gives me the perfect excuse to pop back up here to the trailer. Wow, I got on top of it. Won't ever do that again. Cool. We will come in here and... just like I said, the Muni Rider delivered on his my request to him for a map. And look at this. This looks just sweet. Oh my goodness, look at it. You can see the actual diamond blocks in this thing. I bet I could zoom on that. Zoom. Look at this. The diamond blocks in it. So cool. You can see the crane and everything, and the the construction trailer, and Right here we can actually see Muni Rider's just doggone impressive mansion. Then we have this right here, and this is sort of like an earlier look, right? So it looks like it's, this is an old map, and then this is where progress has been made. And I really, really like this. Muni Rider did a great job. He did fantastic with that. Also, we have this chest here, some ores that Kuya dropped off whenever he went mining in our speed mine, which he didn't have to give me, but I'm still very grateful for. We actually had a nice little kind of a group mining session, if you will. And it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with it. So yeah. So check out this crane right now. Yes. Yes, crane. Looks wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'm loving it. So yeah, let me get the grapple and everything on this crane, and I will be right back to show you the completed. Alright. Welcome back. I have been working a little bit with this sort of crane, grapple, and basket design, and I've almost become totally happy with it, right? Like, as long as I've been working with this thing, anything is great. Any progress at all. I'm just gonna get rid of these and that and this, and I'm not catching any of it. It's all falling straight to the ground. Ah, dork. Dork. But anyway, what I've just decided to do is not a major design change. I'm just actually going to bring it down a little bit farther. About there. And then I'm going to bring it out 2 in either direction. And now, well, ghost block. Ghost block. Dang it. Really? There we go. Dang it. Stupid thing. Did not even think about ghost blocks whenever I got the netherrack. So anyway, now that I am still completely noobing out, while I'm changing this actually brought up something. It brought something to mind that I thought was very interesting, and that I just wanted to mention for a second. And actually, that's a little loud still. Let me turn the music volume down. Okay. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this crane, right? And I'm thinking about how I want to design this grapple or basket idea, whatever you really want to call it, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm actually becoming quite frustrated with it, because I'm trying to get it just right. And this is something that happens to me way too often in Minecraft, it seems. And Minecraft sort of mimics life in this respect, right? Like real life. Okay, and this is what I mean. A lot of times in our projects in life, we think they have to be perfect. And we think that we have to constantly improve upon everything that we do. Okay, like everything. Like, we can't be happy with anything that we do. Nothing is ever good enough, okay? And like I said, Minecraft mimics sort of real life in this way. And I don't think that that's right, okay? And this is why. My son is 3, okay? He'll be 4 next year. And he brings me home these wonderful, beautiful drawings of his that he does at school, okay? And I value and appreciate them. Like, as a dad, it's one of the greatest things that you can ever receive is for your child to come home to you and want to share their work with you, okay? And it's awesome. Oops, I accidentally have a crafting bench. Now, clearly, at 3, my son is not like Picasso or somebody, you know what I mean? His drawings are not, you know, I guess, of professional quality, right? And if you think about it, his drawings at 3 will not be as good as the drawings that he brings me when he's 5. And the drawings at 5 will not be as good as the ones that he makes when he's 7, right? Or 10, and so on and so forth, okay? And here's where I'm getting at with this, is the fact that even though his drawings will get better with the more time that he does it, just like the more you play Minecraft, right, the better your projects will get, certainly, is that they don't have to be perfect, okay? And that I wouldn't make my son go back when he's 7 and redraw over the pictures he drew when he was 5 because I think they're terrible, or I think they're not up to the same sort of quality, okay, if that makes any sense. And I think that we do this a lot in Minecraft, except we do it at the same time we're building something. Like, I am sitting here making this crane, and with the crater, and over, and I beat myself up because I go, man, I need to change this, man, I need to change this, man, I need to change this, you know, I need to make this better all the time in this same world. And I gotta stop myself from doing that. And we have to stop ourselves from doing that, because we should be able to look at this and appreciate that we've made it, okay? Like, Minecraft... Oh, crap, I'm 1 block too high. Like, everything I've made here is my own creation, you know? Like, I've taken the time and put in the effort to do all this. And therefore, the work that I do is good enough, and I shouldn't try and make it too perfect. Now, will I get better at building things? Will I come back 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, and go, wow, you know, that wasn't all that great. I probably could do a million things better. Yeah, sure, of course. And that'll be fine, because that's our normal progression in life. But I shouldn't constantly sit here and redo this crater in the crane and everything else to try and make it perfect sort of the first go around, so that maybe I feel like you, the audience, will think I'm better at this game, a better person, more creative, so on and so forth, right? Because for me, this is not a showcase of my skills. This is supposed to be both entertaining for you and I, and sort of a learning experience for me as I get better at Minecraft, right? So it's not just like an artistic showcase, okay? And so I don't think we should spend all of our time trying to make everything perfect. And this is how Minecraft mirrors real life in this effect, okay? And it is a major thing for my generation, which are millennials, okay? And we are the tender, instant gratification generation, okay? And I actually like that. I like that a lot. Let's get a sort of a faraway view of it. Okay, and we are blessed and cursed with way too many options for our own good. And let's just take a moment and look at this screen. I like it a lot. I like that a lot. I'm very happy with that. Great job. So, pat myself on the back a little bit. Okay, but we are the instant gratification, change our minds a million times, way too many options, right? Like, you want a cell phone carrier? There's a dozen of them. You want a new, you know, Android smartphone? There's a dozen of them. You want the new iPhone? What color do you want? You know, new computers? What brand do you want? You want, you know, you want a burrito? Well, there's 500,000 restaurants within a mile of you that have a $5 burrito and they'll bring it to your house. Like, we have way too many options, and a lot of times we as a generation get crippled with indecision because we want every decision we make to be so well measured. We want every decision we make to be perfect. Like the person we date, like we want our first date with someone to be the person that we marry, and if we're not going to marry them, then we don't even want to bother dating them. Wow, that's cruddy. That is a cruddy way to look at something. Like, we want every burrito we eat to be the best burrito, or we need to be writing corporate and close down that burrito stand. Like, how ridiculous is that sentiment if you really step back and think about it? And so that's how Minecraft mirrors real life, is the fact that in Minecraft, we spend all of this time trying to make our first decision, what we built the first time, perfect. We keep going back over our starter houses time and time again. And I'll go over this crane time and time again in this crater. And we can never be happy with what we've created. And we can never be happy with what we've done the first time around. And I think that needs to change. And I think we need to be okay with imperfection. it's okay that this Minecraft creator is not perfect, and that the crane is not perfect, and that the first girl I dated wasn't my wife, and that the last burrito I ate wasn't the best I'll ever have. And all of that is okay. So what I would do is encourage you, zombie. So what I would do is encourage you to learn from mistakes you make, get better at the things you do, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid for things to be imperfect, right? Whether that's Minecraft, whether it's real life, you know, take a chance on something even though it may not lead anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, start a YouTube channel even if the only people that will ever watch it is your parents, or your sister, or your brother, or your girlfriend, or your spouse. You know, go run a 5K in your neighborhood even though the only person who will ever know you ran one is you. Okay? And maybe, like, the one friend who you still text from time to time that doesn't annoy the snot out of you. Like, take a chance, do something, and don't be scared to fail. And don't be scared that it's not going to be perfect. And don't keep going back over it. Like, don't run that 5K and go, oh my gracious, I have got to get this time down. I can't believe how slow I ran that 5K. Like, no, just run a 5K every so often, right? And then you'll start to jog a little more. And then 6 months from now, you'll realize just how good you've gotten at it. But you didn't intentionally do it. You started doing something that you enjoyed, or you took a chance on something. Maybe you start dating that girl, and you don't think you'll ever get married. And 6 months from now, you're probably not even engaged. But you never know, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, maybe you're with that same girl, that same boy. And then something special happens. And that's why we have to take a risk. And we have to be risk takers. And we have to be okay with failure. And we have to be okay with the imperfect. Because we live in an imperfect world. And that's just how it is. So anyway, it always seems like I end up on a soapbox. That is not intentional. I'm just trying to encourage you guys and give you guys some great advice that I hope helps in Minecraft, that I hope helps in life. That with whatever you want to do. So yeah, let's take a look up here from the crater. Try and give y'all just zooming in on this. Look at this. Got these beautiful, beautiful scar lines here in the crater. We have the crane built there with our suspension lines finished. I might light up the crane just a little bit more than just the cab. We've got our basket now, and everything is looking great. Everything's looking fantastic. I am so happy, so excited with everything, with all the progress that we've made so far, with all the help that my fellow comrades have given me in really getting started. So yeah, I think in the next episode we will come back to something I mentioned at the start of this one, which is finishing off these scars in the crater from the impact, right? These impact marks here. We will finish that off in the next episode, and then we will start on a special project, which I will not talk about on this video in case I don't actually get to it in my next episode, because I really do want it to be not so much a surprise, but I want it to be special whenever we break ground on it, because it's a completely new project. So yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed my little talk there. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. I hope that you like the crater, you like the crane, and everything like that. If you do, leave me a comment, leave me a like, show your support if you want to. No pressure, no problem at all. Don't even worry about it. It ain't no big deal. But yeah, this is all I got for you today. I will see y'all on the next episode, and yeah, I hope you have a good one. Bye.